famous one is the all-American breakfast. You get your eggs, you get your bacon, you get your sausages, you get your orange juice, you get your milk. But 100 years ago, that wasn't breakfast.
That wasn't the American breakfast.
A breakfast wasn't a thing. Edward Bernays, known as the father of propaganda, launched the breakfast campaign because the meat industry came to him and said, dude, we're slacking on meat sales. What can we do? So he's like, it's too hard to convince the average person. I need to go to the people that are already sources of authority. So what did he go and do? He went and convinced the doctors, the pediatricians, that breakfast was the most essential diet. With all these studies and all these experiments and all this bullshit, it was all paid propaganda. So Edward Bernays launches the breakfast propaganda campaign and turns breakfast into a rousing success. He did it as well with cigarettes.
Absolutely, industry and propaganda are closely linked. So Edward Bernays was Freud's nephew and took all the psychological technology of Sigmund Freud and boiled it into public relations, PR, advertising, marketing, psychological marketing. And so the same can be said about grain-based diets and heart-healthy diets that walked us away from saturated fat, increased our grain intake, wheat, barley, oats, which aren't really digestible and really good for the body long term as a primary source of your diet. And if you look at the history of the food pyramid, grains and breakfast cereals and all these types of things were designed to sell to the consumer, to sell their products. So there is a lot of nefarious activity intertwined with business and food and the poisoning of our food. And so buyer be very aware, and breakfast is breaking the fast. And so I like to eat light throughout the day. My blood sugar handles that, so I have my cognitive function. Buyer beware from the bamboozlement of the propaganda machines.